Hello, Oddy. You good? Alright, you can skip into the gameplay. Well, Josh is playing this today because he's an expert at this game. There they are. The sleazy sardines and their snazzy new home. Looks peaceful, huh? Well, I've got a radical surprise for very 90s, early 90s surfer dude kind of talk. Radical dude. And like toe jam and all kind of stuff. Right, we can skip this, I guess. I think, oh, hanging on to the left. I like, yeah, to meet Flo. Sardini. Oh, yeah. She can't see me. Heh, heh. Time to fuck with her then if she can't see you. If we all had a superpower, I think we'd all would want to be invisible, right? So we can watch people in the shower and stuff like that. I use these things called frightums to scare the sardines. I like the ninja poster. Oddy had this game as a kid. Here's how you press A. To be honest, Josh, skip this. The thing is, people don't need to see this. We're just going to jump straight into the gameplay here. This was such a unique Sega Mega Drive game for the time. It felt so different than everything else. And, you know, as kids, you all love to play horror games, don't you? And this one is slightly horror-ish, but we're the one that's, you know, giving the horror out. We're dishing it out to these, this douchebag family. So they're douchebags, aren't they, from what I remember? Because you need an excuse to be able to terrorize these people. Oh, are we started already? Now, basically, the basic premise of this game is we're just terrorizing these people. Like the film Polterguy, really. Wherever they move, we're following them and we're making their life a living hell. I can't really remember what the story was. I think there was a story that they kill us or get us killed or something like that. They run us over? Or am I talking absolute bollocks? You got a Klein reference there, maybe from Poltergeist. Right. So when we scare these guys, the better we do, the more green slime we get. And that acts as our health meter. And I believe it acts as a timer as well. And if we run out, we get taken to the basement or underworld or whatever it is. I can't remember, but... yeah, and that's the only time you can game over. Fucking hell, you're almost cutting his limbs off. I'll be scared too, to be honest. So fear level very high. So you do have a mini-map in this game, and you've got to basically look around and plot your place of attack. Yeah, we're scaring them out the house. We're terrorizing every family member. We want to get them out of this house. And in this game, I think there's about 4 houses that we need to scare them out of. He actually jumped out of his clothes there. One thing about the haunting is how many scares are in this game. How many animations are there? There's an incredible amount of animations, and there's some really creative ones here, and it's always been such an impressive looking game to me. The amount of effort put into the design of this game is amazing. Right, the dad's already fucked off, so we're moving on to... who are we taking out now? We're taking out the son. He's in his bedroom. But if you've never seen this before, you're just going to enjoy all the scares in this game. It's brilliant, really. Look at that, a ninja gets pulled in from behind and the sword comes out of the poster. Brilliant. It's so good, this game. Now, if I'm being honest, I don't know how much strategy is involved in this game. It seems all you really do is go around interacting as quickly as you can with objects. I think there's very little thought to the actual gameplay. In all honesty, I don't think there's... Is there anything that you... Is there any strategy in this game, Josh? So Josh just says, just do it as fast as possible, interact with as much as you can. Look how beautifully animated these are. It's a hell of a game, isn't it? And again, there wasn't anything like this before. And wow, big slime, you just got that in time.
I basically used the spell to get that. That's super scary. So basically, scare out the room to get the massive health back.
So what did you do? Okay, so in this game there are magic scares or super scares, which are they have different rules, don't they? You have to set them up differently. Yeah, well, some yeah. Voodoo. As a kid playing this, because we never, I mean, did any kid read manuals back in the day? You just jump straight in the game. So I'm sure it was in the manual how to actually play this, but if you haven't got the manual, some of these things that you have to do, you just would not know. One example is putting down this present. Then you have to leave it. You have to go through the map and explode it and come back in. Yeah, it's stuff that you never knew as a kid. You just never knew how to do. But right. So Josh has obviously did a bit of research. He's played this a couple of times over the years, so he knows what he's doing. But as a kid, never knew a lot of this stuff. So yeah. But this game's just so enjoyable to watch with all the animations, all the cool scares, all the horror. And you know, it's Halloween time now, so I thought this was a pretty cool game to play. I was always going to play this game. Right, that's the second one done. Right, you are going to be going to the pits of the basement if you don't move. Yeah, maybe they want to introduce the gamer to the game quite slowly, so they're going to give you an easy basement level in order to you know get used to how the gameplay works. Maybe they want you to go there on the first mission. So Josh is going to use Voodoo. I have no idea what this even is. So I'm just... Oh, you're throwing explosives. She looks pretty scared. Look at that, the vacuum. This looks like an alien. Okay, so Josh said the bottom left, the number is the scare points per scare. This game has some really cool, grotesque scares. Some of them are much more creative than others. I remember one being the turd throwing monster. You can interact with a toilet later on, and it spawns a goblin that's grabbing turds out of the toilet and throwing them around. That's something that people are going to want to see. She's on her way out, I think. A little gargoyle. I think she's gonna leave. What do you think?
The thing is, she's got to be next to the door.
Oh, Josh says we need to kind of make her go towards an exit.
There you go.
Oh, a severed head with blood coming out of it. Oh, that's so cool. Now, here's the thing with Mega Drive. The Mega Drive games are more edgy than the SNES games, right? Nintendo. Sega were more edgy with their games, a little bit more adult themed. But I don't think this game would have sold as well as it could, because, you know, what would the ratings be like in this game? I mean, if you're seeing severed heads and stuff like that, and monsters and blood and gore, I don't know what the rating would have been in this game. It would have been good. But that's the risk you take when you make adult rated games. This is why when you watch all the films today, all the Hollywood movies, they're all like PG-13. They're all just complete crap. Because they're just, for the mass market, they've got no real heart or anything in it. It's just... That's cool, look at that robot. I can't remember the sheer amount of scares are in this game, but I know it's quite an incredible amount. Just amazing. It's amazing. We're going to be headed to the dungeon, so you guys are going to see that. The dungeon levels are... Oh, do you think you better pull it off? Yeah, we want to do this one in one sitting, so we're going to do our best to... That is cool. It's like a haunted house, isn't it? Some of this. Get us into a little ghost. And also, some of these scares you see, you can actually play, you can interact with them. You're basically driving them yourself, or pressing the buttons to kind of make them do stuff. Can we get that rat? Can we fuck with the rat? I'm curious to see what the rat's gonna do. Oh, it's not a rat, it's a... Yeah, see, he's pressing the buttons there. So some scares you are able to use yourself. I think all this family are pretty tough. I think it would have took just one scare for every one of us to leave the house instantly. They're pretty hardened, aren't they? Josh skipped the dungeon. Okay, so he did a great job. Hey, get back here, you wimps. I'm just warming up. Go ahead and run. I'm right behind you. Your sorry butts. Yes, I shook them up a little hard, dude. The slime balls deserve it. I'm pretty sure they murdered you or something though. Didn't you get ran over? Isn't that the story of Polterguy? I vaguely remember something like that. I think they might have been responsible. After the way they dissed me, man, wait. Where'd they go? So he's very cool. He's very surfer. Well, check this out. Already slithering into another nice new home. We'll let them get settled while we score some more ectoplasm. Oh, you have to go to the dungeon anyway. Oh, so you're saying you would have gone to the dungeon and you would have gone to the dungeon again? Right. The dungeon levels are a little bit bland, but I think this is where most of the difficulty comes from. It's the dungeon levels. So really, you're just basically building up your health bar, your time bar here. That's what you're doing. I think the faster you do it as well, the bigger the ectoplasm, because what happens, I believe it decreases the longer it's on the floor. So the red ones are spells, and I didn't even know how to use these as a kid, so even now I'm not really sure what the spells, you know, how you actually use them. I have no idea. So this is... yeah, Josh knows more than I do about this game, even though I used to play it as a kid all the time. I do want to tell a bit of a story though, how I came, me and my brother came about playing this game. Oddie, who's actually in this stream chat, as you can see, he actually let us have this game when we were kids, and it was a ex-rental one from the video shop, which I think he said it was called a place called Apollo, which I've never fucking heard of. But what happened, Oddie loved this game so much, he asked his dad that he didn't want him to return the game. So basically, Oddie's dad stole this game from the local video shop. And that's why it was an ex-rental, and that's the one that we got. So yeah, Oddie's dad's an absolute thief. But I thank him for it though, because this really is one of the most unique games on Mega Drive that I played. It was such a... there's nothing like it. Even to this day, I think there may be one game called Ghostmaster on PC, which is kind of similar. Yeah, who says crime doesn't pay when you're playing The Haunting, you know? Who would want to take this game back to their local video shop? You're going to want to steal it. Right. So the dog actually screws you over, Josh said. He said, when the dog barks at you, you lose ectoplasm, so you want to stay away from the dog. Doesn't he sniff you out as well, and sniff out presents and stuff?
Yeah, you put a power up there for dog food before, so if
right. So we can put dog food on the floor as one of our spells, and that will kind of make the dog not fuck our plans up. Talking about stealing ex-rental videos, I'll talk about one that I really wanted as a kid. When I first watched Peter Jackson's Brain Dead, it just blew me away. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I was obsessed with it. I was like, oh my god, what is this movie? So I said to my mum, can you ask the video shop how much it would cost? How much fine there would be if we couldn't find the VHS, if we supposedly lost it. And she did. She asked, and they were like, yeah, that's going to cost you £40–50 to replace. And my mum was like, fuck that, you know, you're going to send it back. And I was gutted. So when Amazon first came out, when we were buying stuff from Amazon, it was amazing. I bought like Brain Dead and Bad Taste on the back-to-back VHSs, and it was incredible. So yeah, I wanted to steal from the video shop as well, back in the day. And I remember renting Final Fantasy VII. I was thinking, why the fuck would you want to rent a JRPG? You've got like 2 days to play it. You know, as a kid, you've got all these things you want, other things you need to do, like homework or whatever. You just never had time to play it. So can you imagine how many times you'll have to rent out these fucking JRPGs that are like 50 to 100 hours long? Right, this girl is being a little bitch, so we have to teach her a lesson. I like how her hair acts like an antenna. That's pretty cool. Alright, I think we need to bring the fucking big guns out. We gotta get that turd throwing goblin out here. Throw some shit at her. What's this head thing here?
It just randomly comes up every now and then. I mean, you can fight it, but it's like big point, just run away.
Yeah, because in this game, you could do flying kung fu kicks, can't you?
Yeah,
Josh is going to show you how you do flying kicks. There you go. And I think you could battle. You can battle off these... Oh, what is she doing? She's being a nuisance. Yeah. Don't worry, we'll get there. Oh, that fucking dog's back. And the dog barks, we lose ectoplasm. That's a really, really nice scare, that the clown one. That's really, really cool. Oh my god, she's being a nuisance. The people watching this run, they want us to try different rooms and, you know, see different animations, but she's stubborn. She's not playing fair. Is our goal to like kill this family, like giving them a heart attack? It seems like it seems that way. I mean, fuck me, we chased them through 4 different houses. Okay, different direction. This is what we need. Oh, we have to try the grandfather clock. It's pretty cool for viewers that's never seen this game, trying to predict what kind of... A dead body came out of there. How cool is that? He had a suit on as well. What was he doing in there? It's nice for the viewers that's not seen it. That what kind of scare would this? You know, what would you do in this? You know, creatively, what's going to come out or whatever. It's quite interesting to see. Is she's gone now?
She's gone. Right, we're going to use the super scare present so you can see how this works.
Right, Josh is using the super scare present. I'm curious to see how this works. I don't remember. Is this a present you lay on the floor? So now check how cryptic this is if you didn't have a guide to know how to do this. No, he's leaving. Oh, fuck me. He isn't going into the living room, is he? Yep. Right. It's quite interesting how they have this real-time exploration. They can just wander around the house, don't they? So there's a super present. That's a super scare. So we have to leave the room. Go to the map. What buttons do you just press? You've got to leave the room, then you've got to press A, B, and C together in order to trigger it off in the room. And the little turd left the room, so it didn't work. Well, that was a waste of time. Can we just Kung Fu kick him in the face? Oh, damn. I think that's my favourite one yet, just like the old man's body in the clock. Yeah, that's great. I love it though. I love this game. It's so creative. It's so different. There just isn't much strategy involved. That's the problem. You don't have to weigh anything up, saying, well, what's the advantages of doing a big scare and a small one? Maybe they should have had it like that. Like you've got to like do inputs on interaction, but it's not. It's just spam your interact. Yeah. Well, he's gone. We fucking botched the little girl, but at least we got the boy out quickly. Alright, we want to see the severed head. I think it might come from the kitchen. Look at that! See, so Josh is actually controlling that spaceship. Oh my god, we've got a Yeti throwing snowballs out the freezer. Oh, that is so cool. It's just a very entertaining game to watch, isn't it? There's so much going on. It's just entertaining. It's a really cool game to see. And our skirt has fell down. Oh shit, that dog. No, he's pissed off. That's okay. Oh, we have to jump into Knight's armor. We've got to see what's going to happen here. Yeah. Yeah, the more yeah, if you scare them for the first time, you do get more rewarded with ectoplasm. This brings back so many memories though of being like a kid. Like, oh. Well, how old was I when I was playing this game? 5 to 10 years old? It's amazing watching it again after all these years. It's amazing how gaming really does make you feel nostalgic when you see these games again. It's like, wow, it could take you right back. Curious about the portrait. See what's going to happen with this. That was amazing. I mean, the amount of effort and details in these are incredible. I also remember reading about this game. I think they were going to try to make Polterguy a bit of a flagship character for Sega. I'm not saying he's going to be the next like Sonic as a mascot, but I think they were trying to push in that direction. I think that's why the game's called Polterguy or whatever. So I think they wanted to do something with him. And to me, it's a bit of a shame that they didn't get a follow-up of this game, because it seems like a game that is so different. It deserved one. It didn't. Do you know what? I don't even know if this game sold well. Audie, did this game sell well? Do you have any knowledge about this game? Because Audie actually originally was the one that had this game, so I'm curious. Oh, extra ectoplasm. Does it just give you ectoplasm? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. And one thing about this game I'd mention as well, playing this as kids when we were younger. Oh, you've got to try the bathroom. You've got to interact with the toilet. Get in that toilet. Everyone wants to see that turd-throwing goblin. I don't think he's on this stage though, but we'll have a look. Right, I didn't expect that, to be honest. I also remember a really gruesome one where you go in a shower and there's a curtain, and I believe you pull back the curtain and there's like a decapitated body in there, bleeding. I thought that was that's pretty hardcore. But I was saying, when we're playing this as kids, this was a game we never finished. We never completed this game because it gets way too hard as it goes on. But knowing how to use the spells makes life a lot easier. I'm curious, Audie, sorry, I asked you a question. I don't know if you're checking up, but did this game sell well? Oh, here you go. Oh, so it didn't sell well, but it got good reviews because it's unique. Yeah, I agree. And it's a shame, isn't it? It's a travesty when you see games like this that are good, unique games that do so poorly. Then you see like fucking any game it seems like Ubisoft put out, or EA or Activision. They sell so well, and it's just a travesty. Yeah, one that really pisses me off is Psychonauts. If anyone's played Psychonauts, that game's incredible. And it sold so poorly we couldn't get a sequel. We could only get a sequel with a crowd-funded effort. And it just seems so unfair, you know. The next Call of Duty sells, breaking all records, and you've got, you know, a piece of shit like that doing that, and we can't get a sequel to like one of the greatest 3D platformers ever. So, yeah, the gaming industry is definitely cruel to the developers and the gamers at times, for sure. Who's left? Who are we dealing with? Oh, so you have to kill them? Okay. Yes. Look at those rats. Run. That's one freaked out family. Don't go too far, you sorry suckers. God, he's got a real vendetta against these. He's very upset about these. Think we lay off him? Yeah, right. And I'm, what's his name? The friendly ghost. I don't think he's that friendly, is he? Fucking hell. Oh yeah, it is. That's a Casper reference. The friendly ghost, yeah. Poor guy's way calling Casper. Not a chance. Let's choose... I didn't get to read that, but whatever. Let's hose him down good. Hey, Fresh Digs Vito. You and your rotten horde get comfy. I'll be back in a flash with a full tank of Ecto. If anyone's interested, whoever's watching this on YouTube and you want to see us play a game similar to this, there is a game called Ghostmaster. I think I mentioned it already, called, on PC, which is quite similar to this on the PC. Bit of a unknown game, and I bought it on Steam for like £1 or something when it was on like massive discount. And you know, I can pester Josh to play it because you know he likes playing games too. So if you guys want to see that, put a comment down below if you're interested. I'll be curious to see that, but you know, we've got so much other games we could play, you know, so only if people are actually really interested in seeing something like this.
Yeah.
Oh, so Okay, Polterguy was killed in an accident involving a faulty skateboard. Well, it had to be a skateboard, didn't it, you know? Because this is the 90s. Made by the dad's company, so basically we are out to get revenge. Yeah, but it was an accident, wasn't it, really? But yeah, anyway. I think he's like a scumbag anyway in other areas, I believe. Like a con man as well. Because when you've got a game like this, you can't just terrorize an innocent family just because, can you? There needs to be some sort of excuse. Okay, so we're halfway through the game. Oh, he was cutting corners, yeah, but he was also cutting lives short at the same time. Oh, this is pretty a unique looking building. Black on orange walls. That looks fucking horrendous. Oh, bitch, she left. Oh, the blender. I'm pretty sure something jumps in the blender, like a mouse or something, isn't it? Oh, that is grotesque. That is brilliant. What the fuck is that? I think this is the greatest game I've ever seen, to be honest with you. How can this not do well on a stream? If no one's seen this game before, it's just entertaining throughout because all the scares are... every one of them seems unique. It probably is a good stream to play, you know, for first timers. Okay, we have a whirlwind. Oh, we gotta interact with that teddy bear. Oh shit, you got a... What's zombies?
This is like everything assessing, but I think I tried it earlier. It doesn't do anything.
Okay, so Josh is... Oh my god, I have never seen this before.
I think this does.
That is amazing. Did you see the animation on that?
Oh, yeah, the animation was best.
Brilliant. This is a perfect Halloween game to play. Did you interact with that little red teddy bear? We have to try and jump in it. Any little soft toy we have to jump into because that's what people want to see, because it's going to turn into like a big fucking toy, right? Fountain of blood from the... Oh shit, I really want... I'm curious about that little red teddy bear. And if we see the bathroom, jump in every toy that you see. We've got to see the turtle monster. Oh, some modern art. Hey, Oddy, what do you think of modern art? Are you a fan of modern art? I know the answer anyway. Oh, that was cool. What was that, like a sword going into like a head or something? She's wearing a wig. Her hair come off. Oh, he's being a shit. Oh, there's a panda bear. We have to jump into Teddy Panda. We know they're going to spawn claws and teeth, aren't we? Or whatever, I think. Oh, damn it. Yeah. Well, in that case, Oddy, you do modern art every day. Oh, a Slimer. Well, listen. When you come into my streams, you know, you give me a lot of bullshit when I'm playing like crap, which is, you know, which you're probably right. So every now and then I got to take a couple of jabs at you. Okay, the bear's back. There's no one in there. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure that basketball hoop, I'm pretty sure you throw a head into the basketball hoop and the head goes inside the fish tank. Right. Pretty fucked up stuff.
Right, let's try use a super scare.
Okay, so we're doing a super scare again. So we put the present down, leave the room, we pause the game, press A, B, C, and then it activates off screen.
There you go.
He got that though. Okay, let's go in there. Oh, that is cool. Yeah. This is why we couldn't beat it as kids. We never knew how to use this. I'm curious about the snooker table, the pool table. Oh yeah, Please, oh Josh, do the basketball one. Yeah, that's the basketball. Oh, want to see the basketball? That'd be cool.
Use one super scare and one thing.
That's super scared putting the work in. Tony is gone.
That's good.
Where is he to? In the garage or something?
Yeah.
The garage should be pretty good with all like the tools in there. Oh no, what is this? The bathroom? Oh, the toilet, Josh. Get in that toilet. Take the chance to get in there. Oh, there's a plunger. Fuck it. Plunger sucks. We don't want the plunger. Get in that toilet. Oh, it was just a severed hand that comes out. Okay. Not the right toilet. Yeah, the graphics are really nice details. I think, you know, having a full like house that looks really quite accurate in with every room, and it's all very, very detailed. It's all very full. Yeah, it is. This is a nice looking game on Mega Drive as well. The only real negative I got about it is that the gameplay doesn't really require much thought or strategy. Not too much. But aside from that, you know, this is a Mega Drive game, so you'll take it for what it is. But no, a really cool game. I hope that we can do this game justice and people like it, because, you know, it's nice being nostalgic and giving them a bit of a just dues. You having fun, Oddie, seeing all this again, all the scares and stuff like that? Yeah. Teddy bear, Josh, if you could jump in there. And the clown, that'd be cool. Gotta be the teddy bear. Got to see what this panda's all about. Yeah, this game is a good game to stream because it's just a non-stop barrage of really cool horror animations and creativity. It's cool. Oh, we didn't get to see the panda again. That's unfortunate. Oh, the basketball, Josh. I am sure ahead. Okay, maybe not. Wow, I did not expect it. Okay, that's cool. I think it's the basketball hoop. That's okay. The thing is, if people like this game enough, they'll play it themselves and like check out all the other stuff. Because, you know, again, with this game, there's so many items you can interact with. Oh, the toilet again, maybe? I keep pestering you to do it, but I just want to show it. Because I think... Same one? Because my other brother talked about that, and he loved that one. It's like, it's one of the best ones in the game. Oh my. Oh my god, we got corpses bleeding out from the torso. We got shit throwing goblins. I mean, Jesus Christ, guys, what more do you want out of a game? We're giving you everything here. That is definitely the best one so far, don't you think?
Yeah, this one is.
Okay, and whoever's watching this on YouTube, put your favorite scare down in the bottom of the comments. I'll be very curious to read those. I'll read every single one of them because, you know, that would be interesting to me. Oddie, at the end of the game, I'm also going to ask you what your favorite scare is, okay? Mine is definitely the turd throwing monster because it's just so cool. You just used to expect it. All right, so just keep a mental note of what your favorites are. You know what, you've done pretty well so far. It's gone really, really well. Lame, aren't they? Dude, those were some fresh pranks we pulled on them in there. Huh? Sweet. I like he's got the guile hairstyle as well, the brush head. Did I tell you why I hate these sardines? Is that how I pronounce it? Well, it was one of the bright sunny day. Oh, here we go, backstory. Bright sunny day. I was skating down the street and hey, wait. We better keep after those scumbags. Oh, right. So I guess we're going to figure out his story as the game progresses. When we beat the game, we're going to realize why he's been fucking with them. But the thing is, Oddie's already spoiled it, everybody. Oddie. Okay, this is it. I'm tired of toying with these ugly suckers. No more Mr. Nice Ghost. Let's grab some green goo and really nail him. So we're on the last level, but even though it's a short game, it's been really fun and entertaining. But believe me, this last boss fight ain't a fucking joke. That's a hard boss, isn't it, Josh? Josh is a pretty veteran gamer, but even he finds that quite a challenge, so you'll see that ghost in the monster, or whatever it is. You're just the messenger, but you gave the message way too early. You ruined the story for everybody. Okay. If you get really lucky, Josh, we could get enough points here, and we can just get through this without doing this again, maybe. Right, okay. Well, I'm not going to... Oh, can you see one thing I should have mentioned? That portrait at the bottom left, the more damage you take, the more the portrait shrinks. I forgot to mention that. But I haven't spoiled the last boss, have I? So no one knows what it is, so I'll keep quiet about that, so it's a bit of a treat. What even is this place? Is it explained in the game what the fuck this is? Oh, Oddie, do you know what this is? What is this place? Is this like the underworld? Just a place you collect ectoplasm. Wow, she was having none of it. She was like, nope. Got bad vibes about this room. Oh, the bear would be nice, yeah. Bit simple, but it's fine. Oh, it's Limbo. Yeah, you're probably right, yeah. That's actually a good, yeah, that's a good idea, really. That probably is Limbo. You can't rest in peace. You can't rest. That was awesome. His arm just got cut off. You can't rest in peace until he gets his revenge. It's a little bit like that film with Patrick Swayze, Ghost, isn't it? You can't leave until Molly finds out how much he loves her, and he saves her from Carl. But the thing is, though, Carl was way more sexy. Look at that. That was like those lips from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. But Carl was a lot more sexy than Patrick Swayze, though, wasn't he? Because when they're breaking down that wall at the start of that film, he's got a massive six-pack. He is completely jacked. The love inside. You take it with you, Molly. That ending, though, I gotta admit, I mean, that gets me. That was such a cute line. I love that. But I love Ghost. And I have an uncle called Uncle Mike that looks just like the Subway Ghost. I think he was an Italian/American actor. I can't remember his name. I think his name was Vincent something. Really cool actor. He's in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And I think I slipped. I think I fell. He looks just like my Uncle Mike. He ain't pretty, but he doesn't have to be pretty. Oh, there's body parts in the back of the car. That was cool. That was a doorway to hell, wasn't it? To be honest, Josh, you're doing really well. We're on max health, max time. Oddie, if you had to choose to get into bed with one, would you choose Oddie? Would you choose Patrick Swayze or Carl? What's Carl's actor's name? I can't remember the actor's name. Shit, I should know this. He voiced Tarzan, didn't he? And what else was he in? He was in that Tales from the Crypt episode, which is without question one of the best Tales from the Crypt episodes ever. He was awesome in that. Well, he didn't really do a whole lot. He was like basically paralyzed, but you could hear his like inner thoughts, couldn't you? You would choose Willie Lopez. Well, if that's your kind of thing, yeah, you could take Willie Lopez. Oh, we got the turf run monster as well. He's eating it. Right, so there's two versions of it. One, he throws a shit. The second one, he actually eats it. That's fucking disgusting. Shout out to the toilet monster. He's a badass. Look how much money this family has as well. That's another reason to hate them, because we're jealous of their money. Look at that. Yeah. Have we done the bathroom yet? Have we done the bath? That, I didn't even see that when we were talking. That is amazing. Yeah, we're going to be eating some more turds. And he burps as well. That's great. Odie, what was the rating on this game? Did this have a rating system? It must have done. No way would Sega let this out as like a... I don't know how the rating system works in games though, really, back in those days. Was it like... It wasn't like now, with like a 12A or 15 or nothing like that, is it? No, maybe they could get away with it, because back in the 90s, guys, it was a different world back then. I remember when Lord of the Rings was a PG. Literally a PG, you know, and you see like orcs get their heads cut off, and you know, like Lurtz, he's licking the bloody knife, and there's a lot of decapitations and severings, but yeah, it's amazing really what they got away with. Really? So, Audie said back then there was no BBFC ratings or games then, so what, this would just have been... Cool, can you imagine a game like Manhunt existing back in those days? Fucking hell. Maybe because there were 16-bit graphics, there wasn't anything truly realistic. It was all very cartoonized. They thought, well, they never really thought it was much of a problem, you know. But quite clearly, this game has a lot of adult themes. Now, if they made a game like this, it definitely would have some sort of rating, I'm sure. No way can you see like mutilated corpses and body parts and things getting severed. You know, I don't think it would really fly with today's program. That looks like that driller head guy from Puppet Master. What was his name? Tunneler, was it? He's got like that fucking drill on his head. How many more do we have to go? Two more people? Okay. Oh, we might be able to get him out of here. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, we've done it. And your bar is so healthy. Look at that. Okay. Can you use those powers for the last boss as well? Like the ectoplasm one? Can you spawn that? Because if you could take that into the boss fight, you'd do pretty well. I think she's a little bit too early to go from here, but you never know. If we can hit her with all these, there is a possibility. I don't know though. Oh my god, look at that giant nose coming. It's Boogerman. Remember when Boogerman goes up those noses? He sticks out his tongue intentionally and licks the fucking nostrils all the way up. That's fucking gross. Boogerman, that's another one to see. You know, that was another quite disgusting platformer on Mega Drive. Did that come out on... That wasn't a SNES game though, was it? Was that it was on both. Was there a difference in ports? Same game? But Boogerman, that was another one we had when we were kids. That was a cool game. But that game was really, really hard. The thing is, they used to be able to justify the difficulty with putting a password system in. So they're like, well, even if you find it hard, you have a password system. But it didn't make that game any fucking easier on some of these boss fights, believe me. That was a really hard one, Boogerman. Yeah, you definitely got a good chance now, I think. It's just nice having the opportunity to show this game off, isn't it? Just in case anyone's watching my channel that hasn't seen this game before.
Yeah,
I love it being given an opportunity to kind of show this one.
no one's heard of this game either.
No, I think this is a pretty obscure one. Yeah, this one died, didn't it, on the 16-bit? It never carried over. No, and it's a real shame. Real shame. I'd love to see a sequel of this game. You know, they could have done a lot with it, I think. Oh, we've got to try that shower. I wonder what that's going to happen. Oh, he's back. Yeah, he's throwing him again. Is that one of those Sunny Chiba ninja posters? Yeah, he was. Oh my god, this time he just come out and thought, well, I'm going to fuck him up this time. Let's give him a different hairstyle because he's pretty lame. This could be it, guys. We might be straight onto the last boss now. Can you burn it? Can you actually, like, casually get to them? Does it scare them more? I guess it doesn't. So basically spam it as fast as you can to get to the next scare. Right, I think... There we go, guys. We're on to the last boss fight. Here we go. Tony's gone. Oh, look at that room. I wonder what it can be. Alright, guys, you've got a couple of seconds to figure out what the last boss is going to be. Right, we're going to put a save down here. Okay, Josh doesn't have a save state now, so he has to do this. Okay, one sec. Okay, we want to put a save state down because we don't want to die here. Oh, go up, Josh. I want to see the animation. Sorry. So, the dog all along was a ghost? A monster? So the dog was a monster all along. Now, I don't know what sense that makes, but there's a twist. Is this all you do? Throw bombs at it? Okay. Oh, you've got to be pretty accurate then. Okay, first face down. We got a bit. Oh, it's turning into like a brain monster with legs. Yeah. This is not easy, guys. If anyone's played this boss, you know this is a challenge. This is a hard one. You're doing pretty good though. Never got to see this. Yeah, these projectiles have way too much range, too much arc on them that you can't. Yeah, there should have been like a low and high kind of attack so you can actually hit something close. Okay, I think you're hitting something. Cool, that is tricky, isn't it, actually? Oh, nice, you put another one down. Oh, fuck, try to not get hit by that. Not the most well thought out boss fight in the world, if I'm being honest. Oh my god, he spawned another one as well. Jesus, that's tricky. Okay, one, he's blew up, there's only two left. Oh, you got another one down?
Oh, I can't use magic spell either.
Come on, get it. Get the go. Come on. So, when we go back to the dungeon, do we start from here?
Yeah.
We don't have to fight this boss from scratch again.
No, actually.
Okay. Because that'd be hard, because this boss looks really difficult to do on one sitting. Christ. Oh, good, go, jump on it. Go on. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I can see why. That is tricky. So, we don't even know if we're gonna, like, carry on from where we left off. We don't know. Yeah, if this boss doesn't restart and we have to do all this again, because we had a full health bar going in anyway, didn't we, really? So, Hey, Oddie, how far did you get in this game when you were a kid? How far did you get? Because I think I might have saw level 3, possibly once, or well, a couple of times maybe, but not... I don't think I ever saw level 4, and if I did, I certainly didn't see this last boss. You got to last boss as a kid? Well, Oddie's a bit older than me, so he would have been a bit better at these games. But that's just not the case anymore, obviously. It hasn't been like that case for probably about 20 odd years. Alright, mute that, man. Oddie, I think you're forgetting that I'm like God in my own stream. I won't take any insolence.
Right, don't ever save just.
Right, so we're gonna save state again. I think you just gotta do it all over again. Fucking hell, that is hard. That it's the same. Well, the cool thing is though, at least you showed it on stream. So if anyone's watching how you deal with the last boss, you realise that it is. Are you sure there's not a low attack? Oh, you landed one. Oh, that's hard. If you can just stay away from actually getting hit, like got now. Yeah. I'm being a bit of a backseat driver here. I'm pretty sure he knows all this, but yeah. Yeah, it is. Oh, your health is really, really good, though. I don't think this fits in with the rest of the game. Feels a bit out of place. Like a boss fight like this. It's just stuck to what the gameplay kind of is, and that's like interacting with like objects, not necessarily throwing bombs and trying to get them to land in them. Is this like just a 2-phase boss fight? Is there any more phases after this? Oh well, this is it then. This is once he's killed these brain things, whatever this is, he's done. Yes, Josh, you got plenty. There's only one left. You got plenty of time. You got it. This is just a little bit fiddly, that's all. Perfect. Job done. Let's watch the ending. So Pinocchio turned to a real boy. What's going on? What? He got killed and look, the blood turned to ectoplasm, so he turned straight into a ghost. That's a good twist. What a hosing that was. I thought I showed him who was really boss. Then I got slammed. But by who? Who did that? We need a sequel, so he has to be dead though, doesn't he, in a sequel? Oh well, at least I taught those Sardines a thing or two. Sardines, is it? I guess. Sardines, I think it's pronounced. You can bet I'll be back for more serious spooking soon. There, you can see, that's what I expected. I think they might have tried to get this guy a sequel. They wanted the franchise out of him because why was his name like Polterguy? So basically, you came back to life. You killed you a second later, and yeah, that's the end of the game. Animation, Will Noble did a great job with the animation. Yeah, the best thing about it is all the scares, no question about it. The gameplay is really mediocre, I would say, because all you're doing is simply just spamming the interact button. There's not a whole lot of thought into it, but everything else, the graphics, all the animations are amazing, you know. It's unique as well. That's one thing that stands out. The music's pretty good as well. It's not too bad. Pretty catchy. And Polterguy was kind of cool guy. Very like 90s surfer guy, as you know, a lot of those kind of characters were at that time in that decade. So Oddie, what did you think of the game, and what was your favorite scare? Mine was the goblin throwing shit. Josh, what was your favorite scare? Did you have a favorite?
I like the old guy just like
falling out the clock tower.
Yeah, right, being grinded.
Josh liked the guy getting grinded in the bathroom, and the old guy falling out the clock. I like that one too. This is a bit of a weird discussion, isn't it? I like the old guy being dead in a clock and the guy getting grinded up, and the turd throwing monster. Yo, bud, Polterguy here again. Hey, you know about this something. I didn't get to read it. Filthy rich backstabbing slime is what they are, and they dissed me good. Yeah, we saw this. Okay, well, we'll wait for Oddie's little response before we finish this game. See what he likes, because I'm curious. Because, again, Oddie also grew up with this game. Still holds up. Love the premise and the graphics. Best scare for me was the half body going into the meat grinder in the bath.
Yeah,
So you and Josh like the meat grinder. I like the little goblin throwing shit and also eating shit. And yeah, anybody else watching this video on YouTube, put your favorite scare below. I'd love to read all of it because, you know, we have a real soft spot for this game. It's a really, really cool game, unique game.